those bins.
Thanks, dude.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Here with the Dale car, we are a Coke family of drivers here. So what's going on, guys? Right here, and Dad is in the house. But today we are going to be working on the Dale car. As you can see from the title of the video, we got the window net. We're going to be installing a window net. Will serve no purpose whatsoever except for looks. And I'm going to be showing you the least invasive way of putting a window net in, because there's no cage in this car. Again, it's just for looks. So we're going to be, putting the window net in, and without a roll cage, it's a little bit tougher to be able to mount a window net. But I think I found a good way of doing it. So if you guys are interested to get your street legal stock cars looking a little bit more authentic, I'm pretty sure, I mean, we're all like backyard engineers to get these cars looking this way, but I'm pretty sure you'll agree that this is probably a good way of doing it while still looking authentic, serving no purpose, but looking good. All right, and we're finished. I swear I did not have this planned out the way we did this, but let me get into it and I'll show you. All right, well, first let me tell you, we went with Racequip window net and Racequip window net kit, the seatbelt buckle, the GM buckle type. Went with those two kits. Actually, they're separate. Amazon was cheap, whatever. Again, we're trying to do some stuff on this car on a budget, and this isn't serving any function. So of course, we're just trying to go cheaper route so we could spend more money on other things like the motor, some interior pieces, things like that. So as you can see here, we still have, the buckle here. So we still have the rod going across the top. I'm going to get into the whole kit here in just a second. But let's just pull it out and I'll show you what we got working on here. Let's see. And just a quick little thump here. And yeah. That's that easy. Taking this window net in and out of this car is going to be that easy. So let me show you what we had to do on the inside, which was actually nothing at all, which is probably going to be a lot different than if you guys are going to be putting a window net in your car. Oh, excuse me. If you guys are going to be putting window nets in your cars, you might have to do something else. Or you could take this tip and it might work out really well for you if you just want something for looks. So I was sitting in the car here, and these tabs came with this window net kit. So I'm looking up here trying to figure out like where a good place would be to mount. My plan was I was going to take some 2-part epoxy, mix it together, find a good spot to mount these, and just epoxy that, this little guy, this little tab, and the actual seatbelt buckle that the buckle snaps into. I was probably going to put that like back here somewhere, epoxy it just so, it would snap up into place. But just so happened when I was in here, I was looking, and when they took the headliner out, there's a little clip right here. And as you can see, this little clip has a little indent, and I was just like, no way, no way. So what we did here, what I did is I tested it, and I said, okay, let's see if it'll hold. So we went up here, and I'm snagged on something else. What the heck is going on here? It's hard to do it with one hand. Here we go. So I put it up here, and it fit perfectly right in there, like it was meant to be there. So yeah, that's how we're gonna mount this for the time being, at least, until this factory mount breaks or otherwise. I see no point in having to epoxy anything when this is going to be perfect right here. Now let me show you what we did to attach it to the bottom to make up that slack and to make it look like it's actually attached like to the outside part of the car. All right, so we have the window net in the up position right here. Now what I did is this is what I actually did first. I was trying to figure out where to mount the window net on the bottom so we could like have a nice place that if you wanted to fold it over the door, you could do it that way. And since we still have the original door panels on here, you know, didn't really want to cut into them, didn't really want to get into all that. So I took the bar that comes in the kit, that comes in this window latch kit here, and I figured, I'm like, well, I wonder if you could just stuff it in the window, in the, not the window track, but like right here in the weather strip. You know, stick it right in there with the window down, and it's tougher to do with only one hand, but it fits perfectly right in there with this, you know, the metal bar. So with that right there, to me it looks, I mean, it really helps look at the authentic lookingness, if that's a word, of this car, to make it look a little bit more like a stock car. And check this out. So when it's up in this position, all right, find that little clip, pop it off of the clip, like that, and then what we can do is real gently just set this down here. You don't want to scratch the car or anything. Put that back in here. Now you can have it that it appears the window net's down, you know, and you still have the buckle here. So yeah, guys, that is the easiest, it's probably the easiest mod that, you know, appearance wise, that I've done to a car. I thought I was gonna have to do a lot more with the epoxy and everything like that, but just for a little bit of cool factor, a little bit of more authenticity, I think it looks really cool. Now, if you really wanted to be super authentic, you know, you have to put a cage in here, and then you could really mount those tabs and all that. But for a cruiser, you know, this is a cruiser. We're going to put a motor in it, but it's still going to be a cruiser. All right, so I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet, why we're not doing a full cage and all that. We want to keep this as a cruiser. When my dad passes, he said he's handing this car down to me and my son to, you know, continue the legacy of the Dale car, continue the legacy of Dale Earnhardt. And so I originally actually wanted, I was trying to kind of talk him into putting a cage in the car, you know, putting a roll cage, you know, just doing away with the back seat, you know, because then with a roll cage, you could put the seatbelt harnesses, you could put like racing seats in it and everything. But, you know, I figured, I'm like, you know what, down the road, my wife, my son, my daughter, we're all going to be able to cruise around in this car. So we're going to keep, you know, back seats in it. We're not going to put a cage in it. We're just going to replace the bench seat in here with the buckets. And then I got some friends at work who race and things like that. So they're checking to see if they have any old seat belts that, you know, just for shows. You go to a show, you know, throw the seatbelt shoulder harnesses over the seats, you know, just for looks. But yeah, you know, we're going to do some more things with the interior, motor, things like that. But we're going to keep the interior just otherwise a cruiser type car. But in the future, I don't know. I really want to build a street legal stock car that you could take out to your local short track and run it if you wanted to take the lights out and all that. But otherwise, it would have a full cage, race body, everything like that, just with lights. So you could cruise it up and down the road and have fun. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that actually gives you an idea. If you're looking to kind of do this with your car just for looks, if you have a, you know, replica stock car, you know, maybe just find some sort of bracket that you can actually just put up under here. So you could literally just put this window net up, clip it in, so you don't have to mess with epoxying or welding any tabs if you don't want to weld, or, you know, if you don't want to mess with anything else. I mean, it clips right in. It looks, honestly, you walk up to it, you wouldn't even know. It looks like it's, you know, supposed to be like that. So I think it's pretty cool the way it worked out. So sorry I couldn't make a video showing the whole thing of what we had planned on doing, but I'm going to put down the links down in the description of the parts that I used, the parts that I got for this. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Look forward to, hopefully the next video might be the seats. We might be doing seats in the next video. Might be a little bit. We're going to see where the money is. But until the next video, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit subscribe, hit the like button. This is going to be in the playlist of the Street Legal Monte Carlo or Dale car or something like that. So watch out for that playlist, and we'll catch you again on the next video. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.